Stop everything you're doing because what just leaked might be the final nail in the coffin of whatever was left of Bambi and Scrappy's already crumbling mess of a love story. While Lil Scrappy was literally clinging to life, wrapped in hospital wires and heartbreak, guess what Bambi was allegedly doing? That's right, not lighting candles or praying for him. Oh no, our girl was reportedly out here playing tongue gymnastics with someone else's. Man, like she didn't just emotionally detonate Scrappy's entire soul a week ago. So while fans were flooding Twitter with hashtag pray for Scrappy, was Bambi out here trending for another reason entirely. I mean, who cheats while your man's in the ER? Is this a soap opera or real life? Or are we officially living in the season finale of Love and Hip Hop? Betrayal Edition. And you won't believe who she was allegedly caught with or where. Baby, when we tell you this scandal is deeper than lace fronts and emotional trauma, we're not playing. Is this love? Is this revenge? Or is this the most shameless plot twist reality TV forgot to script? Grab your popcorn, cancel your plans. And brace yourself because what we're about to unpack will leave you questioning everything. So let's rewind this madness and piece together exactly how we got here. Because what's unfolding right now in the world of Bambi and Scrappy isn't just a breakup, it's a full-blown scandal drenched in betrayal, laced with audacity and served with a tall glass of girl. What were you thinking? Now we've seen reality stars cheat, cry, lie, and spin the truth harder than a PR team on Red Bull. But this might be the coldest move we've seen all year. Picture this: Scrappy's fighting for his life in a hospital bed, barely clinging to reality after a public breakdown, while Bambi, the woman who once swore to ride for him through thick and thin, is allegedly out in these streets playing lip tag with a whole new man. And not just any man, someone who's no stranger to Scrappy's circle. Yes, you heard right. Insiders claim the man she was caught with is someone Scrappy used to dap up backstage at shows. The betrayal isn't just deep, it's surgical. So while fans were flooding timelines with prayers, love, and desperate hopes that Scrappy would pull through, Bambi was allegedly pulling sheets in a suite she didn't book alone. Witnesses at the scene, one of whom claimed to work the front desk at the hotel, said Bambi was seen arriving around midnight in oversized sunglasses and a hoodie, looking over her shoulder like she was auditioning for a scandal. She didn't walk in alone, and let's just say she didn't walk out quickly. Security footage that has allegedly made its way to certain blogs shows a woman matching her build and outfit entering the elevator with a man wearing a fitted cap pulled low. They went up. 3 hours later, they came back down. Now listen, we're not here to accuse anyone yet, but when the internet caught wind of this, the comment section caught fire. Fans were dragging, speculating, and decoding every pixel of that grainy footage like it was the Zapruder film. And while Bambi's team stayed silent, the streets did not. Screenshots, voice notes, blurry photos. It was open season. And to make it even worse, all of this happened while Scrappy was still in the hospital battling for his mental and emotional stability. His family, especially Mama D, was reportedly devastated. She went live in tears, saying she felt betrayed by people who claimed they loved her son. And while she didn't name names, let's be real, she didn't have to. I was as loud as a fire alarm. Let's not forget, isn't Bambi's first time dancing in the drama? Yes. Who've been following her since the early Love and Hip Hop days know this woman is no stranger to controversy. From her messy fallout with Erica Dixon to the endless on-screen clashes with Mama D, Bambi has built a brand around being unapologetic and unbothered. But this time, people are saying she's taken it too far. Scrappy has always painted himself as the loyal one, the broken man trying to hold it all together, the artist just looking for peace in a world of cameras and chaos. And now when he finally crumbles, the one person he thought would hold him down is allegedly the same one out here adding fuel to his breakdown. One insider even claims that Scrappy had called Bambi just days before her alleged hotel rendezvous, crying, saying he didn't know how to live without her. Her response, radio silence. Not even a take care. If that's true, we've officially crossed from heartbreak into emotional cruelty. Social media hasn't been kind either. Some users called Bambi a heartless opportunist, accusing her of using Scrappy's vulnerability to exit the relationship clean while securing a new storyline for herself. Others speculated that the mystery man she was seen with might actually be connected to another Love and Hip Hop cast member, making this triangle a whole hexagon of messy betrayal. And then there are those asking the real question, was this affair going on before Scrappy's breakdown? Because if so, then we're not just looking at bad timing, we're looking at betrayal of the highest order. Scrappy, who's reportedly been spiraling for months, showed signs of emotional collapse long before the hospital incident. Fans noticed his cryptic Instagram captions, his absence from public events, his change in demeanor. And now, looking back, many are starting to wonder if Bambi's emotional distance was the trigger, not the result of his unraveling. Add to that the anonymous DM leak that surfaced late last night, allegedly from someone claiming to be close to Bambi. The message said, and I quote, "She's been done with him for months. She just didn't want to look like the bad guy." Well, mission not accomplished, sis. Because right now, public opinion is turning faster than a DJ booth at a strip club. And if these allegations keep snowballing, this could go from scandalous to career-ending real quick. And just when you thought the situation couldn't possibly spiral any further. Into the abyss of madness, more dirt starts crawling out of the cracks like cockroaches under kitchen lights. The blogs didn't just stop at the hotel footage, oh. No, they went full throttle, digging up old receipts, questionable DMs, and even an alleged leaked voice memo that had fans gasping for air. The memo, which surfaced late at night through a mysterious account that vanished hours later, allegedly features Bambi's voice laughing with a man whose voice sounds suspiciously like someone Scrappy once called a brother. The two are heard joking about being careful this time and not letting the blogs catch them slipping. If that audio is even halfway real, we're not just talking cheating, we're talking premeditated deception with a smile on top. And while this clip hasn't been verified by anyone officially, the damage was already done. The internet ran with it like it was gospel. Twitter detectives cross-referenced audio, TikTok sleuths matched laugh patterns, and Instagram fan pages made comparison charts like they were solving a murder mystery. Meanwhile, poor Scrappy is reportedly still recovering in the hospital, barely speaking, while his name trends for all the wrong reasons. One anonymous nurse reportedly told a fan blog that Scrappy hasn't checked his phone in days and refused to watch TV because he couldn't handle what he might see. His close friends, according to sources, have started locking down access to his accounts just to shield him from the mess storm raining down outside his hospital room. And while everyone's speculating about who the mystery man is, a new twist has emerged. Allegedly, Bambi's been using a burner phone to keep in touch with him, and someone close to her accidentally exposed the contact name when they screen shared their phone on live. The name, just a red heart emoji. No name, no clue, just love and secrecy. That small reveal sent fans into a frenzy of decoding who it could be, with names being thrown out left and right like a reality show casting list. But the tea didn't stop steeping there. Someone claiming to be a former assistant of Bambi's dropped a 10-part post on a gossip forum alleging that Bambi has been checked out of her marriage for over a year. And not only that, she allegedly had multiple friends Scrappy knew nothing about. One of them, a club promoter in Miami who reportedly treated her like a queen and had her flying out twice a month for business. The same assistant claims Scrappy once found a second set of luggage packed in their closet, and when he asked her about it, she laughed it off and told him he was paranoid. Now, that those dots are being connected in public, people are questioning just how long this double life has been going on. And if that wasn't enough to turn your stomach, fans noticed something chilling during Scrappy's most critical night in the hospital. While Mama D was pleading for prayers on live, Bambi allegedly posted a story of her at a private rooftop. Lounge with a view and a wine glass in hand. Captioned, "Peace, looks good on me." Screenshots of the post spread like wildfire before she deleted it. But by then, it was too late. The damage was done. Comment sections were flooded with outrage, heartbreak, and confusion. Some fans were in denial, claiming the timing must have been a coincidence. Others weren't buying it. She posted that knowing exactly what people would assume. One commenter wrote, "Either she's heartless or she's done pretending to care." But what makes all of this even more disturbing is the eerie silence from Bambi herself. No statements, no clarifications, not even a denial. And you know what silence sounds like when there's chaos all around you? Kill? Or maybe strategy? Because let's not forget, Bambi's always known how to play the media game. When she wants sympathy, she goes live with tears. When she wants silence, she lets the fans spin their own stories. But this time, her silence is turning into fuel. For something way bigger than gossips, turning into a narrative she might not be able to control. Insiders say producers of Love and Hip Hop are already circling this scandal like vultures, trying to lock in exclusive interviews and behind-the-scenes footage to ride the wave of controversy. One even hinted that Bambi has already agreed to a sit-down confession with a popular blogger in exchange for final edit rights. If that's true, she's not just trying to tell her side, she's trying to rewrite history before it's even done unfolding. Meanwhile, back on Scrappy's side of things, his circle is reportedly divided. Some friends want him to cut ties for good, to block her, erase the memories, and start over. Others are pushing him to take legal action. Yes, legal. Because apparently, some of Scrappy's team believes this scandal could impact his brand. Deals, touring contracts, and even potential custody arrangements if it bleeds over into court. That's how deep this betrayal cuts. This isn't just relationship drama anymore, this is reputation warfare. And while Bambi's out here allegedly sipping cocktails and moving on like she didn't, just emotionally wreck a man's life, Scrappy is still dealing with the psychological aftermath of what can only be described as one of the coldest betrayals in celebrity breakup history. The streets did not. And neither did the drama slow down, because just when people thought the storm might settle, another bombshell hit the internet like a sledgehammer to an already cracked wall. A former stylist who claims to have worked closely with Bambi during the filming of her last reality TV season dropped an anonymous blog entry. That left jaws on the floor. According to this insider, think Bambi had been emotionally checked out of her marriage long before. Scrappy's breakdown even made headlines and was allegedly entertaining not one but two men on the side. Yes, two. As if the emotional damage wasn't enough already. One was described as a well-connected promoter from Atlanta, and the other, a verified rapper who's no stranger to beefing with Scrappy in the past. Now, this wasn't just messy, it was surgical sabotage if true, and fans wasted no time trying to put names to faces. Digging into old party photos and blurry Instagram stories, trying to figure out if their favorite artist had been creeping behind Scrappy's back. Meanwhile, Bambi continued her performance of silence, like she was being paid not to speak. Not a post, not a tweet, not even a fake inspirational quote to throw people off the scent. Just silence, the kind that screams louder than a confession. Scrappy, still tucked away in recovery, allegedly had to be sedated again after breaking down into tears when one of his cousins showed him a screenshot of the alleged second man Bambi's been linked with. According to close sources, Scrappy was inconsolable, repeating over and over again, "How could she do me like this? I gave her everything," and the internet wasn't letting up either. Comment sections began to fill with screenshots of old interviews where Bambi promised to be Scrappy's ride or die, which fans now mockingly call her ride and lie era. Every day brought new speculation, new rumors, new layers to the betrayal. Some even claimed that Bambi had been planning her escape for months, and Scrappy's breakdown was the last piece of the puzzle. She needed to go public with her new man and play the victim card when the dust settled. But the dust wasn't settling. If anything, it was thickening like smoke from a 5-alarm fire. One particular podcast host stirred the pot even further by claiming that Bambi had been shopping around a Talal interview, allegedly offering exclusive rights to the highest bidder not to defend herself, but to paint Scrappy as unstable and controlling, according to the alleged pitch deck she sent to producers. If that's true, then not only are we dealing with betrayal and infidelity, we're dealing with image assassination, a complete rebranding attempt at the expense of a man already on emotional life support. And the fans, they weren't buying it. They rallied behind Scrappy harder than ever, flooding Bambi's old posts with comments like, "You broke him, and this ain't healing. This is heartless." Even artists who had once collaborated with both of them started to pick sides, the few publicly unfollowing Bambi and reposting prayers for Scrappy on their pages. Mama D, never one to hold back, reportedly called out Bambi during a private family gathering, saying, "You don't get to bury my son while you're busy posing for pictures and sipping cocktails." The fallout was beyond personal, it was public warfare. And still, Bambi said nothing. Her silence, once seen as maturity by her fans, had now turned into a neon sign flashing guilt. Then came the final punch-in anonymous submission to a gossip page showed what looked like Bambi boarding a flight with the alleged second man, heading to what appeared to be a tropical vacation. The post claimed they were going away to escape the noise, but fans weren't having it. It must be nice to go on vacation while your ex is literally recovering from trying to end it all, one furious comment read. And with that, the story took on a life of its own. Fans started unfollowing her in droves. Petitions popped up demanding she be dropped from upcoming projects, and some even called for sponsors to cut ties. Scrappy's team released a short but gut-wrenching statement, saying Scrappy is taking time to heal mentally and emotionally. He appreciates all the love from those who've stood by him during this dark time. But that darkness still lingered. It's the kind that doesn't just disappear when the headlines fade. It's the kind that changes people forever. And as the public waits for the next chapter, one thing is painfully clear. This wasn't just a scandal. It was a collapse. A collapse of trust, of love, of everything Scrappy thought he could count on. And while Bambi basks in silence, protected by PR walls and luxury getaways, Scrappy is left piecing together the ruins of his own story. Whether justice comes in the form of truth, exposure, or karma, only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, nobody's walking away from this UNSCARRED now that the truth has been laid bare. The question isn't just what happens next for Scrappy and Bambi, it's how we react to it. Are we witnessing the downfall of a love that was always doomed? Or the cold betrayal of a man who gave everything to someone who gave up on him? What do you think really happened behind those closed hotel doors? Was this just bad timing or a calculated escape? And more importantly, can Scrappy ever bounce back from this level of public heartbreak and humiliation? Your voice matters, so drop your thoughts in the comments. Was Bambi wrong? Or are we only seeing one side of the story? Don't hold back, because this conversation is just getting started. If you want to keep getting the raw, unfiltered truth and the stories they don't want you to hear, hit that like button, subscribe, and smash the notification bell so you never miss the next explosive update. We dig deep, we expose it all, and we do it without sugarcoating. The saga of Bambi and Scrappy isn't over, it's just heating up. Stay locked in because we've got more receipts, more leaks, and more drama coming your way real soon.